Okay, preparing to live stream the meeting and it's loading. Okay, here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Anna and Sharon. Sharon last week told us about this incredible salad that Goop posted from Sweet Green, which is a well-known salad chain in LA. And she's going to show us how she makes it at home. I'm going to be following along. She's going to be leading. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this salad?
Yeah, basically it's just one of my favorite salads from Sweet Green. They started back in DC in Georgetown, and I've been to that location. It's really tiny. There's also a How I Built This on the company, but they just started up this healthier, customizable salad place, and I just love eating there. But when my husband and I order the same dish over and over again, I decided I should try to make it myself, and then I can have leftovers. So I'm definitely modifying what's on the recipe. So I'm gonna do like what I have on hand, but basically just my favorite veggies. So I've got some portobello mushrooms, sweet potatoes, wild rice, and tofu. And I got the kale. So I've got all the salad fixings, but feel free to make whatever makes the most sense for you, or what you have in your fridge, like broccoli or cauliflower. You can roast whatever, but I'm going to just roast mushrooms and tofu today.
Amazing.
So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do, so I guess for Anna, if you don't have the rice yet, I'd start with that first because that'll take the longest.
Did you already make your rice?
I made my rice earlier.
Okay.
So why don't you start on that, and then I'll go through the ingredients.
Okay.
So basically earlier today, I did roasted sweet potatoes. I diced them up and cooked it at, I think, 425 for probably about 30 minutes. About 15 minutes in, I rotated it, tossed them a little bit, but now I've got these great, nice diced sweet potatoes, which I can heat up for later in the week and put on the salad too.
Oh my God, that looks amazing. How many sweet potatoes is that?
Oh, so that's kind of a funny story. So I did the Whole Foods delivery thing this week, and usually I get sweet potatoes. My dog also eats them too. So I got 8, thinking, like they're usually pretty small. So 8 would be, 4 for us, 4 for the dog. And then I received the sweet potatoes. And I don't know if you can see the size of this. I don't know what to scale it to. Maybe.
Oh my gosh, that's massive.
So I got 8 of these monsters. So I've got, that was 2, but they're gigantic. So that'll be a ton for later this week. Then I've got some wild rice. This is Trader Joe's brand. It takes a little longer to cook. I think it took about 45 minutes, but worth it because the wild rice is really good. For kale or your green, I've got dino kale that I sliced, or I deboned, took off the middle stem piece because I don't like the chewiness of that. Yeah. And then, washed, dried it, and then chopped it up into little pieces. Sweet Green does this, and every time I eat a salad there, I'm like, wow, they take so much time and effort to chop that much kale. They must have a process to it, but because it's
for sure.
But yeah, I really like the salad mixer too, or dryer, because it keeps it pretty fresh during the week, so I can just grab from it.
So do you eat it raw? You eat that part raw?
I do. Yeah, that part's raw, but since you're going to put like the warm rice and potatoes on top and the mushrooms, like it kind of warms it up a little bit. Okay. But you can saute it. The other day I took some of the kale and sauteed it for just another dish I was making. It's always good to do that on hand if you can try to like wash and dry it early in the week so that it's ready to go. Otherwise you're like not worth the effort, and then you don't need a salad. So I'm just trying to prepare myself for the week. And then
I love that.
Here is my tofu, which you could see it was under a cast iron skillet and then wrapped in a towel. Wow. So it's a step you don't have to do. I prefer my tofu a little bit firmer, so I buy the extra firm stuff. It's really an ingredient I've had to adjust and learn how to cook with. In the beginning, I thought it was like the soggy stuff that you get in miso soup at an Asian restaurant, and I really didn't like it. But I've learned to really, really enjoy it just from like learning how to cook the right way with it. So I've got that as well. I think that's all the main ingredients. Again, like use whatever you have on hand. You don't have to have all these ingredients, but those are just some of my favorite ones. So I'm gonna chop.
You normally do broccoli in here too?
I do. So at Sweet Green, what I usually do is I'm not a big fan of beets.
Yeah, I'm not either.
So I asked them to swap the beets for spicy broccoli. So they have a spicy broccoli there that's also really good. So that's what I usually do. But I'm not going to do broccoli tonight because I feel like I have enough veggies. But yeah, feel free to add in whatever you like. So I'm going to chop the tofu now that it's been pressed, and I'm just going to cube it up.
Okay. I'm putting my sweet potatoes in.
Okay, perfect. I think you can, let me turn it down a little bit more.
Okay, so I did not drain my tofu because I just got it. But
yeah, just dry it off and press it a bit. I don't think you have to do the full pressing thing, especially if the texture doesn't bother you. Plus, we're cooking it.
We're roasting it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you ever buy the teriyaki tofu?
No, I've never bought pre-seasoned stuff. Tofu, no.
Not from Hodo Soy. Do y'all get Hodo Soy in LA?
What is that? Is that a grocery store?
Hodo Soy is a brand of tofu. I think it's.
Oh, no.
You don't have that?
I buy like
the Bay Area only thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like a soy company. I think it's based in Berkeley.
Oh.
Cool.
Like fresh made soy.
Yeah. They have like a braised tofu, which is super good, and it's already seasoned, basically with like just Chinese 5-spice and soy.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it. I don't know where they would sell that. I guess it might be at Whole Foods, but I don't feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, Whole Foods, maybe Sprouts. Okay, so dry it off and you cut it into how big are your chunks? Like an inch?
Yeah, probably about that.
Okay. And what temperature is your oven preheating?
It's broil. I'm gonna do broil.
Oh, you're broiling it. Okay.
That's what the instructions say, but I'm open to suggestions on how to do that.
So that's cool. I honestly have not used the broiler on this oven.
And just you roasting, because you've got like all the features on the broil, right?
Yeah, but I've got the sweet potatoes in there for right now.
Oh.
So what seasonings go on the tofu?
So I just put a little bit of oil on it. I just put salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. I'm skipping the scallions because I don't have them. It says a 1/4 cup of tamari or soy sauce. So I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to put some on it. See how it goes.
Okay. So you put it in a bowl. Yeah. I'm going to use, have you ever used peanut oil when you fry?
No, and I don't have any on hand. When you suggested that last week, I thought I should get some of that, but I haven't been back to Trader Joe's.
So good. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So good.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of soy sauce on it. I need to put some chili flakes.
Chili flakes?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to skip the cilantro. It needs a little bit of water. That seems, oh wait, did I mess this up? Don't put all the stuff on it yet.
Oh, okay. I put salt, oil, soy sauce.
I think that's it. Just do that. We're going to broil it, and then once it's done, we'll put the rest of the marinade on top.
You'll put but chili flakes, you put those in?
Just wait on those.
Wait on those. Okay, got it. And then this goes on a sheet tray?
Yep. So I've got a gigantic cookie here. I'm going to just put it on one side because I'm going to put the mushrooms here too.
Okay, great.
So just kind of disperse them a bit.
Oh my gosh, this smells so, so good.
Yeah, definitely worth it. There's a lot of steps, but it also makes like tons of leftovers. So I don't mind doing this once a week.
Can I tell you, I've lately been eating like a whole block of tofu in one sitting. And I don't know if it's because I'm just really hungry or I don't know what it's about.
How do you cook it usually?
I usually stir fry it. You said you're going to put the mushrooms, you're prepping the mushrooms now?
Yeah, I'm going to put the mushrooms on the other side of my plate.
And you're slicing them?
Yeah, I'm just going to do long slice pieces like this.
They look amazing. Do you use the stems?
What?
Do you use the stems?
These didn't have the stems on them, so
okay.
Not an issue for me. And I'm going to just throw it back in the same tofu bowl because I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it and toss it again.
How do you feel about rinsing mushrooms?
I know you're not supposed to. I know you're supposed to like sponge dry them, but I just feel like it's cleaner to wash them. So I do. So this is like, I rinsed them earlier. I tried to like shake it out. I try to be gentle.
Yeah. I just feel like the mushrooms in the stores that I go to, at least, they have so much dirt on them.
Yeah. I have this really cute, but I never know what to do with it. This is a special cooking tool. It's a mushroom cleaner. It's like a sponge.
That's so cute.
I got as a gift. So you could like gently scrub the sides of it, but I usually just rinse.
Yeah, I do too. There were so many good-looking mushrooms at the store. I don't know if it's technically mushroom season or if they just replenish them. Do you ever make this recipe with other types than portobello?
I have not, but like I love mushrooms. I just like haven't. I guess maybe I'm not looking at the right places for them. I probably should get them from the farmer's market.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a mushroom guy.
Yeah, there's a papaya guy that sells lion mane mushrooms.
Oh yeah, those are
so I've gotten those. Okay, so maybe this bowl is not big enough, but
I know mine isn't either.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I think just for the mushrooms, it's just salt, pepper, and a little bit of oil.
Okay, I might even just scatter them on the tray.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I went ahead and bought 4 mushrooms. It might actually be too much for this tray.
I've got 8. So
Oh, you've got 8?
I just know I want leftovers and I love mushrooms.
So, but you put it on one tray?
I'm gonna try to, yeah. I'd like
Yeah, I mean it might not, I don't know, it might steam a little bit, but maybe not. I cranked up my heat to broil. Okay. This is fun. I'm like forced to work really, really quickly. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, yeah, it's a little tight, but we'll make it work. I guess the space is what gives them better roasting.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, I'm kind of putting that roll a little bit. But it's close and they're going to shrink down in just a minute, you know, like when you start cooking them.
Okay, so is this ready to go in?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I'm just going to put a little more salt on it, a little bit of pepper.
I love that you prep. So you do a meal prep every week on Sunday?
No, not religiously, but I'm trying to. Otherwise, like it just gets so busy during the week, and then I like don't have good food to eat. I have a real issue with like eating the same thing over.
Right.
Well, like not high quality, the same thing over. Like I can't just open a can of pasta and or a can of pasta sauce and have pasta for dinner. I make my life difficult. So I try to have some stuff on hand. The best trick though is to if you're gonna buy kale and you need to wash it and clean it, you should really do that on the weekend. So I try to get some veggies cut, just some little things, not all out dinner for the week or anything, but just some of the bigger pieces. So I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes.
Oh, thank you. I was just trusting. Is your oven, does it heat really quickly?
Oh no, I haven't. Oh, there's people waiting to join. I wonder how.
Yeah, Kyle said he was joining.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
That's Mirin. That's my wife.
Of course. So good to see you. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for coming back.
I'm feeding the baby. She's doing the cooking part.
Cool. Okay, so we just got started a little bit ago, but first step is, I'm doing sweet potatoes, mushrooms, rice, and tofu. I don't know what you have on hand, but go ahead and start roasting your veggies. So I'm using the broil function, but you can also do put it up to 400 or 425 and put some veggies on a pan on parchment paper.
And get your rice started if you haven't.
Your rice started.
Okay, yeah, I have my rice started, so yeah.
Great.
Rice, quinoa. Well, yeah, I was just telling Anna, I try to do get some meal prep stuff done, just cook some of these things, and then you can just mix and match whatever stuff you like.
Yeah, that's
into
what I
the
was
meal
thinking.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then I think next I was going to start the salad dressing. So I can wait a minute though, because I know Anna's catching up a bit.
Yeah, I'm just prepping my broccoli. It'll go after the sweet potatoes. For the broccoli, did you just put oil and salt?
Yeah, so at Sweet Green, they used to use sriracha, but they no longer do. I think they just use red pepper flakes on it and olive oil and salt and pepper. So red pepper flakes might be a good addition.
Okay, I'll add that. I like that idea.
And then I'm going to use my Vitamix today, but I don't know if you have a small food processor, if you don't have a blender, but I find using a blender works really well with getting the salad dressing.
If I don't want to pull out my Vitamix, can you whisk it together?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's fine. The one thing would be the ginger.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll move things over.
So let me pull up that recipe.
Are we done cutting stuff?
Marie, are
Cutting stuff, Sharon?
Oh yeah, I'm done cutting stuff, yeah.
Oh, you're really fast too. Yeah, I'm done cutting. So I just have the salad dressing and then watching the roasted stuff.
Okay, did you broil it on high?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me take a look and see how it's going. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I didn't move the sheet pan, the rack up. I probably could have done that. Didn't really think of it. Because I think you try to bring it up closer to the oven.
Is it better to put it on the very top? My broiler is technically at the bottom of the oven.
I have no idea.
I've never broiled. We'll find out.
I probably would keep it in the middle then.
Keep it in the middle.
Yeah. Do you have, okay, so my pitch for Vitamix. I have this small container and I also have the gigantic container.
Yes, I actually, because I only have the giant and I wanted to buy the small adapter. Go for it? Yes.
I use this one every day. I use the big one maybe once a week.
And do you have the old Vitamix?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
It has like a square base.
Yeah, it's a square base, and then it's got a pulse on the left, 1 to 10 in the middle, and then an on-off.
Oh yeah. Will you share me the link of what small container you ended up buying?
Yeah. I think I got it on Amazon, but yeah, I use it all the time. And then I'm going to make a pitch for another item that I think is just as crucial. And that is the special spatula that I got from Sur La Table. But
Nice.
it's specifically for getting the blender stuff out.
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
awesome.
don't waste. Did I show this last week? I don't
No,
remember.
I love it, but I need one of those.
Yeah, they're like under $10 and just one of those things where it's really satisfying to get all of the whatever you're making, whether it's a smoothie or salad dressing, to like actually get it all out of the container.
Yeah, I have a problem. I use what do you call this part? I don't know. That's what I typically use.
The stomper?
Yeah, it's not very effective.
Yeah, I agree. We broke the first one actually for the big one.
Oh.
Because we took the lid off and tried to stomp it while it was still running. It was just
That's
I know, exactly. And then I think like plastic ended up in the thing. It was just a mess. Anyway, I don't use it now. I just like take it off and like use this spatula thing, and that seems to be fine. Okay, so Marie, are you ready for the salad dressing?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get together.
Okay, so the first thing you need is the miso. So 2 tablespoons of that. It says to use sweet white miso. The stuff I have on hand is called mellow white. It lasts a really long time. And yeah, it's come in handy a bunch of times. So anyway, I like this brand.
Have you used this brand, Sharon?
No.
This is an amazing brand. I learned about it when I was in culinary school, and they do, this is the chickpea one, but they do all sorts of different bean misos.
We should, would you look into it and see if there's a non-soy and non-chickpea miso? Because Jules can't find one.
Yeah, this has no soy. It's brown rice, chickpeas.
She can't have chickpeas either.
Oh, she can't have chickpeas. Oh, you're saying a no bean? They might have a barley.
No chickpeas specifically.
Yeah, they have like azuki beans. They have all different types of beans.
I've messed this up, Marie. Don't put it in the blender yet if you haven't started already. First, put the ginger in.
Okay.
Get that going.
Okay, so don't put this in? The miso? Or
what is that refrigerated?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've never seen it in that style.
Yeah.
So do you have a blender to use to make the dressing?
Yeah. Yes.
So I would put the ginger pieces in first so you get that started. I don't know if this is, to me, this is just what I do. I like to get the ginger chopped up first. It'll get creamier as you do the whole dressing, but try to like break that piece up first. So get your little knob of ginger.
Like a thumb size?
Yeah, I'll probably do 2 pieces. This is like a tiny one. I just used a knife and cut off the brown stuff on the edges. So I'm going to do a couple pieces of that. I'll probably just do the rest of this, honestly.
Okay.
For a small piece. So yeah, I would say like a solid thumb size would be good. But also if you, I don't know how much you like ginger.
Yeah, I like spicy ginger.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw those little pieces in and then I'm going to blend it. Get it chopped up.
Mute.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I've never done that.
I don't know if you're, I don't know. I've done it before, I think with like my food processor. If I don't blend that part first, it gets like caught up in the dressing.
Got my yams. I'm gonna do broccoli now.
Okay, so now I'm just dropping the miso directly into the blender with the chopped up ginger. How do the sweet potatoes look?
They look amazing.
Okay, and then 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce. So tamari is your, is that soy-free or gluten-free? Why do people use tamari?
It's gluten-free. If you're soy-free, you can use coconut aminos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should tell Jules about that too.
But I'm using, have you ever gotten Eden's shoyu? Have you ever tried?
I have it for the Mirin.
For what? Sorry?
The Mirin.
Oh, nice. Yeah, their shoyu is super, super good quality. Ooh, yikes.
The recipe says to put a tablespoon of red chili flakes. I think that's way too spicy. So I'm just going to do like a little sprinkle.
Okay.
I like some heat, but I think the first time I made it, it was very spicy.
Okay. What if I put a lot of chili flakes on my broccoli? Should I just like, maybe not?
I still do like a shake for some heat, but maybe not like overdo it. And then a half teaspoon of sesame oil.
So it's not very oily.
It will at the end.
Oh, okay.
I won't lie. But just a little bit of sesame oil. And you wouldn't use this for the whole oil because that oil has a really strong taste to it. So you wouldn't want to use like, at the end, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil.
Okay.
I'm using sunflower oil, but basically it's like your non-strong tasting, powerful oil. So that's why you wouldn't use just all sesame.
Got it.
Okay, so half teaspoon of sesame oil, a 1/4 cup of water.
Oh, nice. Did you add your garlic cloves yet?
No.
Do you add those or no?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. I know raw garlic tends to be really spicy. Do you put a big garlic clove in there?
Yes. Generally, yeah, because I do like garlic a lot. And I probably should have blended this up with the ginger, but I forgot. So
I love garlic, so more garlic.
So if you haven't blended, have you added all the other stuff in?
I haven't done the garlic yet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just add the garlic to the mix. Maybe try to chop it up a little bit more because we should have done it with the ginger. My bad.
Okay.
But it should still blend up. Like these food processed or the Vitamixes are pretty strong. Blenders are pretty strong. So I'm just going to throw that in.
Okay.
So I did one big one. And we got the ginger, and then we added the water. And then the last step is...
Oh, rice vinegar and mirin. I didn't add those. Did you add those already?
No, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. This is Trader Joe's brand, nothing too fancy. Anna, do you have a good brand of rice vinegar?
Yeah, I love, well, this is like one of the most well-known Japanese soy sauce brands, Marukan.
Uh-huh.
This is just a great one, but Eden also makes great rice vinegar. I also really like this product from them. It's Ume plum vinegar, and this is super, super good in place too.
Uh-huh.
And then mirin, right?
I want to go grocery shopping with you, Anna, on like what are the right ingredients to have on hand like this. I don't know much about it.
I mean, Trader Joe's is excellent. In fact, I'm sure Trader Joe's relabels these exact same products. But I would love to go grocery shopping with you as well. We can swap secrets, you know?
Yeah. It felt weird to do the delivery this week. I kind of like shopping, but it was nice not to spend the time doing it and do homework instead.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I've got all the ingredients in here. Just everything that was on the list. So it was 2 tablespoons of miso, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a shake of red chili flakes, 2 tablespoons rice vinegar, a half teaspoon sesame oil, a 1/4 cup water, 2 tablespoons mirin, some ginger, a garlic clove, and a half cup of grapeseed oil. I don't feel like I did that.
Half a cup. Do you recommend a half a cup or can we do less?
I think you should do less. I'm pretty sure that's what I usually do is like, I can't can't stomach it, like pouring that much oil in. So I'll probably do like a 1/4 cup.
Yeah, I'm doing a 1/4 cup. I'm doing, my avocado oil. This is a grocery outlet find. If y'all are not shopping at grocery outlet,
What is
not
that?
doing it right.
What's
Grocery outlet, they buy items that are in surplus and they sell them deeply discounted. So you can usually get like amazing brands like Primal Kitchen. You can get like organic nut butters, everything for super cheap.
So check your tofu mushroom situation. Mine's looking really good. But I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. I think it's like done. We're right at the 15-minute mark. And there's the timer.
How do you know it's done?
So let me try to show you. I'll move the camera so you can see the, probably need to bring it further. You see the pan?
Oh yeah, pro move. You put a parchment paper line. I didn't see that.
Yes. Yeah, very important. So you can see how crispy the tofu looks. It's got like a nice brown edge to it. And then the mushrooms just kind of look deflated. So I would say they look pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to put it back in the oven just to keep it warm. And I'm going to put, just thought of this, I'm going to put some of the sweet potatoes on the pan too, since I made those earlier today, and get them a little bit warm.
Nice. This looks amazing.
Yeah, it's quite the masterpiece. Okay. So I'm just turning off the oven, and then I'm just going to put them back in just to stay warm. Okay, and now I'm going to go on mute because I'm going to blend up the salad dressing. So just run it for probably, I don't know, 45 seconds, a minute. Just wait until it gets a nice consistency, and I'll show you after. So this is the before, and I'll show you right after.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all blended up.
All blended up.
It's creamy paste here.
Tasty.
It tastes pretty good.
Oh, I haven't tasted it. I was just checking my rice. My rice is complete.
Oh, great.
Oh man, that's really good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't it? So this is their exact salad dressing, and I became addicted to it.
I put a lot of chili flakes in it, and it's really good.
Did you do the whole tablespoon?
I doubled the recipe, so I put like 2 tablespoons.
Okay. Yeah, that's like gonna give you salad, I think, for like 2 weeks. But I keep them in like a little glass jar and just whip up a salad.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of lettuce and kale and stuff in the backyard. So I was like, Kyle, we have to eat lettuce like every day.
Backyard?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That must be really fun to have a small garden.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it.
How much work does it take to pick individual lettuce pieces? Or do you have the whole head that you're picking, or is it spring mix?
I usually, there's lettuce heads, and then we have chard and we have spinach right now. So I just bring a colander out and I take the leaves out, and then I go in and wash it off and use it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I want that. Maybe you can show me how to do that with in a pot that I can set on my small balcony.
It's a good idea.
Okay, so salad dressing is good. I think the next step really is just to start assembling the salad. So I'm just gonna put some kale in here in the bowl. And then I'm just gonna pour some dressing on it and get it into frame a little bit more.
Sharon, do you use the sesame seeds? Do you make, or just like chop it with sesame seeds?
Yeah, I've done that. I put chopped almonds the last time. I didn't do the whole thing. There's like a spicy sesame seed recipe to do if you want to.
I don't really want to.
Yeah, that was kind of so that's what happened last time. And then I did like I chopped slivered almonds and was like, that's good enough as a crunch. Not as pretty, but still.
I'm also like not gonna do the raw kale because I didn't prep it, but I will do all the rest of the veg. Is that okay?
Yeah. Or do you have like another green that's already good to go?
I just got that from the store. But I'll do the rice, right? It goes on top, or do you do this? You dress the veg first?
I'm putting the sauce just on the kale, and I'm gonna toss that, and then we can assemble the bowls.
Okay.
And I think with the kale, it's always better to let it sit a little bit longer. If you have something more delicate like a spinach or arugula, that's more when you want to like coat it and serve right away. But with kale, it's a little hardier. So I've even had luck with not finishing the salad and putting it in the fridge, and kale can hold up to it, the salad dressing. Okay.
So you're just tossing you put the dressing on the salad right now? Okay.
Yeah, just on the kale. And then what I wanted to do is like assemble the bowl like one at a time with all the veggies on top. So this is just to get like a good amount of dressing on the leaves before I plate it.
So do you ever put the basil in there?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that on the top.
Okay.
And chiffonade it. So let me get my
How many of the basil leaves do you do?
I love basil, so I'm just gonna grab, I don't know, probably if you're doing like one serving, probably like 10 leaves maybe, but it just depends on the size of your leaves. But yeah, I think 10 should probably be plenty unless you like really, really love basil and you want more.
Oh, I do love basil. Do you buy the basil plant at Trader Joe's?
I just got it from Trader Joe's. It's been like months in the waiting. I tried to get it at the farmer's market and then they were like, it's not in season. And then I like almost bought it once during quarantine and it was like not the priority at the moment. So I was like, not today. And then they were sold out. And then finally they had it. Organic basil is what I decided to do.
Nice.
Do you have a basil plant?
I just bought one.
Oh, you just got one too. Yeah. So now I'll show you my cute little guy. I'm so proud of it.
Pretty.
It's really cute. Mine's still
The trick with basil, right, is to take the tops off so they get even bigger and fuller.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what top piece? Like
So like, yeah, you'll see like it looks like an umbrella, like the very, very tops, they're like super full. You just pull the tops out and more will grow. So it'll get even bigger.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, I like a little top.
Yeah, so then you just use that for whatever you're cooking with, and then you'll have more basil that'll grow from that. So
Cool.
I love basil too, and every summer I make like a lot of pesto.
Oh yeah.
what's a tip for saving it? Like if I'm not ready to eat it and I want to save it for a dish for later, like in the week? Or is it kind of like you can't freeze it thing?
Oh, the tops of it?
No, just the leaves. Like if I want to keep it growing, so I just like pluck a bunch. How do I keep the basil fresh for later?
That's a good question, because usually I'll just put like stems in water and that'll keep, but I don't know if you pluck it. You can do, yeah, because you could just put the thing in water and it'll keep for a little bit. Yeah.
I've heard of people freezing herbs and oil in ice cube trays.
Oh.
I don't know how that does, because with fine herbs like this, they're very like watery, so I know it might not taste as fresh if it's frozen.
So what I did is I made a little stack of the basil leaves here. So we're going to chiffonade them. And because they are so delicate, it's best to chiffonade than it is to like mince them up and kind of destroy the flavor when you do that. So instead, you're just rolling them into a little ball. So I've got a stack here. I'm going to roll it into a little piece like this. And then I'm going to cut across, and I'll change the camera lens so you can see it. Okay, so I've got two little bundles here. So bundle one, just kind of rolling it up a little bit. Got my knife. So I just cut right across. Okay. And now we can start the plating process. So I like to use bowls, but your choice. Kind of reminds me more of Sweet Green because they serve it in a bowl.
So are you getting out the veg now from the oven?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm putting some lettuce in first.
Oh, so you do kale and lettuce, or just kale? You mean?
Just kale.
Okay, cool.
Did I? Yeah, maybe I said something else. Got the mushroom stitch here. So I think what I'm going to do is do the mushrooms and the tofu on top. Really, everything just goes on top. So not too complicated. Let me bring up the camera a bit.
Do you put the rice on the very, very top?
I probably put the rice next.
Okay.
I'm going to scoop out a little bit of the rice. Probably just put it like all across. And then when I plate, I try to put it, a little bit more decorative, like in different spots across the plate. Okay, so now we got the sweet potatoes. I'm going to put a little pile of those here.
Do you separate all the ingredients?
I do, yeah. So I'm just doing a little bit of the mushroom next to the sweet potato here. And even with 8 mushrooms, I feel like we just ate easily half of them. I love mushrooms. And then look at this beautiful browned crispy tofu. So I think it looks great. This is the way to make tofu. Otherwise, if you end up with the soggy stuff or you think tofu is just the soggy stuff, then you're doing it wrong. It can be a beautiful, delicious, tasty thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is low effort. I typically stir fry it and I like use tongs and fry it every single side.
Okay, so
Super good. This tofu. I'll never make
Yeah.
tofu this good.
I completely agree. I feel like I was gypped for a while on like what I thought tofu was until I found this recipe.
That's awesome.
And it's really easy. I mean, you could put it on lots of other dishes too. I think that's it. Oh, basil. I'm just gonna put it in the middle of the plate. And then I don't think it looked pretty when I plated it last time and I put almonds on top, so I'm just gonna skip that. But I do think that would be a good crunch factor. We didn't make the sunflower seeds because I just didn't feel like it. So here's where we're at. Oh, it looks great. You like the bowl too. The broccoli looks really good. That's it.
Thank you, Sharon. Wait, can we take it for bite all together?
Yeah, Marie, are you ready?
Someone should take a screen grab of us holding up our bowls.
I'm still working on it.
If I go to, gallery view is probably the way to do it. Do you have sunflower seeds? You could probably add those on top.
That's what I did.
Got no flavors on it.
I don't know. What's the shortcut for screen grab? Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it.
Okay, you want to take a screen grab?
Yeah, as soon as Marie's ready. Where I can get us at least. Oh, here she is.
There you go. Okay, you got it, Anna?
Yes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! I hope it takes. Okay, first bite.
Check before.
Oh man, this is good.
Wow. It tastes like summer.
Oh man.
Yeah, and now you got like tons of dressing, Marie. So you can have salad, all different types of toppings, and totally open to ideas. I like the broccoli thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Whatever you're feeling.
Sharon, I'm loving you helping out with this series. Would you want to do another next week, next Sunday? How are you feeling?
Yeah, if we have something good, you have to help me think of an idea of what to make.
Well, what's another standby that you love?
Well, on my list for the week.
Oh yeah.
But, I can't do next Sunday because we're gonna take a trip, hopefully.
Okay.
But the following Sunday, I'm sure I'm free. So I've got crab cakes. They're fab cakes.
Oh wow.
Make them with artichokes and hearts of palm.
Wow.
Very good. I make those around like Christmas or a special holiday. But you really don't have to wait for a holiday because it's like not actually crab, so it's not like incredibly expensive. Plus, you don't get the crab shell stuck because there's no crab in it. But great flavor, love it. So that's high on my list. We could do like a good taco recipe.
Yeah, either one of those. Crab cake. What do you normally serve with crab cakes?
So I usually do a like bed of arugula with a buffalo mayo, like buffalo aioli sauce that I'll like drizzle on top. So when I've done it before, it's been like Christmas, so I've made it with like mashed potatoes, which isn't, I don't know if that's what people want.
I'd love to learn how to make crab cakes. I've never made it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hard. The key ingredient, I'm from Virginia, Northern Virginia, so you need to get the Old Bay seasoning. This is the stuff that to me makes it a crab cake. And then Trader Joe's sells the artichokes, but this is what they look like.
Oh yeah.
Marinated artichokes in oil. So we'll drain the oil out. You won't actually eat that. And then they sell a brand of Hearts of Palm. This is just one I got from the store recently. I just buy it when I see it because it's sometimes hard to find.
Yeah, I have Hearts of Palm, but I need to get the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, so these two together are going to give like the texture and chewiness of crabs.
Amazing.
Sounds very strange, but it really works.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd love that. Well, Marie, do you want to join next Sunday? Are you available? And/or
Yes, I am available.
what type of recipe are you craving?
Mexican is fine too. I love tacos. So
I'm trying to think what type of tacos? What type of for next week?
I like roasted cauliflower tacos.
Oh,
I was actually thinking that in my head, and then you just said
roasted
it.
cauliflower. So wait, Sharon, if you do next week, when could you? You're doing a trip all weekend. Yeah.
I'll be back Monday night.
Would you want to do Monday night instead?
I could probably do Monday night, yeah.
Why don't we do Monday night and then Sunday?
Yeah.
Not too much pressure.
Yeah, let me think about it because we're planning on driving somewhere, so I don't know what time we're gonna plan to come back yet. And this is like all if we feel crazy enough to do this.
Yeah. So if not, no worries. Marie, I know there's a really good cauliflower taco recipe from Thug Kitchen. Have y'all ever made any of their recipes?
Mm-mm.
They're pretty funny.
I've heard great things about it.
But I'm pretty sure I've seen something along those lines. So I will follow up with Kyle, but also we should have your information. So tell him that get him to give you my phone number and we can just, start messaging.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm so glad you joined. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for joining.
I know, it's fun.
Thanks everybody. See you later.
Yeah, have a good dinner.
Bye.
Enjoy your dinner. Bye.